sports fans, thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Here's the starting group for Houston. At the guard positions, Vanvleet and Green. Alperen Sengun out there with Amen Thompson. And it's Brooks in at the 3. Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, when Porzingis is coming off as the cutter in a pick and roll, his desire is to score and finish the play.
And Thompson kicks to Vanvleet. Thompson sets the pick for Vanvleet. Clock at 4. The shot by Thompson, no good. And here is Tatum, outside White. About a minute played so far here in the first. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Porzingis. Rockets with the rebound.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
Vanvleet against Holiday. Outside White. Pass to Porzingis. Over Sengun. Hits the front of the rim and out.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Vanvleet passes to Thompson. Sengun with a screen on White. Inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Porzingis. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Sengun GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
Here's Porzingis. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
I'll tell you, at 7'3" to have that kind of body control, Kristaps Porzingis makes it look easy.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Brooks outside. Thompson against Brown. Back to Green. Thompson looking for an opening. From the arc. That's in. And he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Holiday sets the pick for Brown. Outside Holiday. Now Tatum. Still yet to score. Fires for 3. Fred VanVleet grabs the miss. Houston in the lead. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. He told me that Sengun won't be easy to contain. He pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. He add in his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Pass to Thompson. Now Green. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Doris, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes. They led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
And once the G League took it to another level, Green skipped college, became the #2 overall pick of the draft, and that's really changed the landscape.
Houston making a switch here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Smith comes in for Amen Thompson. Tari Eason's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And Cam Whitmore's subbed in for Fred VanVleet. To the paint. Here's Eason. It's hauled in by Cornette. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Brown. Horford with the screen on Green. There's Brown with the 3. It's good from long range.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
Green, the pass to Smith. Here's Whitmore. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Rockets lead by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
We've got Tatum. Torrey Craig is out there with Horford, and it's Pritchard in at the 1 spot. That's the Boston 5. And stolen by Şengün. Here's Holiday. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Offensive rebound. Şengün with the screen for Whitmore. And another shot. And the layup is good. Whitmore's got his second bucket.
And he might be a rookie, but Whitmore can play some bully ball. He will get it inside and be as physical as anybody.
Tatum with it. Out defended by Şengün. Oh, Tatum won't be denied.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Whitmore with it. Tatum on him. And that one's good, Whitmore.
And Whitmore a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Pritchard passes to Tatum. Over Whitmore. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Tatum.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Porzingis is checked in for the Celtics. Holiday comes in for Torrey Craig. Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Houston. Fred VanVleet comes in for Aaron Holiday. Thompson against Holiday. And Thompson kicks to Şengün. Just 5 to shoot. To the inside. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
There's a good screen. Holiday against Thompson. Now here is Holiday. Defense is right there. It's rebounded by Şengün. Houston leading by 7. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. For the Rockets, Brooks comes in for Jari Eason, and it's Green in for Alperen Şengün. There's Brown with the three. Rebound by Smith. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter, over 60% shooting. Spins. Green kicks to Vanvleet. Thompson, a screen on Holiday. For three, Vanvleet. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Celtics trail by 7. Brown outside. From the stripe. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Brown's got 5.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown working in that mid-range area. This guy knows it's got to be a part of your game.
Pass to Thompson. Outside, Green. Now here's Brooks. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Vanvleet. And it's White with the rebound. And so White will bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 5. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Thompson. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And there it is for him.
With his athleticism, Green plays a lot bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
Brooks against Brown. Now here is Holiday. Not a lot of room. Outside, Green. And so it's the Houston Rockets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action in just a minute.
Fans, please direct their attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. They're thinking about the shot.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. So you look at Cam Whitmore, his contribution.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Houston leading by 7. Taking a look at the Rockets. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Alperen Şengün out there with Thompson. And it's Vanvleet in at the point. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And the toughness of Brooks on display, not fearing contact when he's looking to score inside.
The Rockets have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. That free throw, no good. And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
Holiday, the pass to Tatum. No good that time. Vanvleet against Holiday. Now here's Vanvleet, and here's Green outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Tatum kicks to Brown. Outside Holiday, just 4 to shoot. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Brooks with it. Thompson outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Thompson is one of the best pure athletes to come into the league in quite some time. He's fast, and boy, can he fly.
The Rockets have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Your Celtics Entertainment.
Vanvleet against Holiday. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Muscling through contact. Holiday has the strength and body control to do it.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the game.
At the line, Drew Holiday. At the line, shooting 1.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday. And we all hear talk about Drew Holiday's defense, but you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Tatum setting the pick for Holiday. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Able to absorb contact. Holiday is not someone that is prone to lose focus on these tough takes.
Boston shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Pritchard, he's checked in for White, and the Rockets making a change here as well. Tari Eason's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And so Vanvleet will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They've led by as much as 10. Down low. They kick it out to Green. Stolen by Holiday. To the paint. From 6 away. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Vanvleet picks one up.
Well, you like the level of aggression right there from Jayson Tatum. Committed to scoring on the interior and draws the contact.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
You know, Doris, from the moment Jayson Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jayson Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
Şengün against Holiday, moves back up, and the layup, good by Şengün. That's 7 points for Şengün.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Pass to Porzingis. Eason against Brown. Back to Porzingis. 6 to shoot. Here's Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Thompson against Tatum. Thompson outside. Over Tatum. The shot by Thompson, no good. Celtics trail by 6. Brown the pass to Holiday. Green with the rebound. The Rockets have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Porzingis with the block.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
Yeah, the defender all over.
For Houston, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
For the Rockets, Jabari Smith is jacked in for Thompson. And Cam Whitmore's subbed in for Fred VanVleet. He doesn't get the second one. Boston shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Pritchard passes to Cornette. Nice ball movement by Boston. Horford sets a screen for Brown. He gets it in there. Brown's got 7 points.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Şengün with the screen for Green. To the middle. And Şengün throws it down.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Green. Inside, it's tipped. Here's Cornette. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. And so it's the Houston Rockets, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A good-size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. We'll get you back to the action after this break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Torrey Craig is out there with Horford. Then it's Tatum, and it's Hauser in at the small forward. That's the Boston 5. That one goes in.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Rockets leading by 5. Outside Holiday. To the inside. Şengün, no good. And it's the Celtics with the ball. Pass to Craig. And here is Tatum. Over Whitmore. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Well, off the dribble, Jayson Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
And Holiday kicks to Şengün. Şengün with the screen for Eason. And Şengün throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Pritchard passes to Tatum. Unloads. Rebound by Smith. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. And here's Holiday. Şengün kicks to Holiday. For 3, Smith. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And now an 8-point Rocket lead.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Dylan Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. Jalen Green's checked in for Cam Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. Now he's encouraging them to keep attacking in the paint. He said, when we get inside, score. Simple as that. Keep attacking and don't settle for anything that's not at the rim. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Pass to Tatum. Over Thompson. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Tatum.
Jayson Tatum is a thirsty scorer, and right now filling it up.
VanVleet outside. Thompson a screen on Holiday. VanVleet kicks to Şengün. Green inside. White's there. Green, no luck. Here's Tatum. Tatum gets it to go inside.
Well, Jayson Tatum in a big moment. He is unafraid.
VanVleet passes to Şengün. They double-team Şengün. Some nice passing there by Houston and taken away by Brown. Pass to Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jayson Tatum, my goodness.
.129 left in the fourth quarter. VanVleet against Holiday. Thompson outside. Şengün with a screen on Tatum. And Şengün with the basket on the assist by Thompson. Şengün's got 11 in the second half. Now Tatum. Tatum draws the double. Porzingis kicks to Brown. Shot clock at 6. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
VanVleet passes to Şengün. That shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game time.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Shooting for Houston.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, so now it's a 4-point ball game.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by Boston. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
White finds Holiday. Outside Tatum. Brown outside. From deep three-point land, it's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now.
Fans now on the court. Here's your squad.
And there's Here's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Houston, Fred Vanvleet. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And what's their best move at this point?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Tatum finds Porzingis for the tie. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the double. This